Welcome to Pretty Entrepreneurs. This is the series that pulls back that curtain on small business ownership, but from a woman's perspective. And this isn't about polished success stories or overnight wins. It's truly about the grit, the late nights, and that messy middle where dreams are often fought for and won. I'm Alicia Polk, founder and CEO of Hustle on Sunday. And in Hustle on Sunday, I believe that true success is crafted through prayer and faithful obedience to the unique gifts that God has given us all. It's a journey through struggles, through doubts and triumphs, but pretty entrepreneurs, we are not just building businesses over here. We're building a lifelong sisterhood which is grounded in love, peace, support, and a shared purpose. If you have a story worth sharing and you want to promote your business, I'm currently accepting additional pretty entrepreneurs to join the tribe. So head to the website that you see on your screen or just contact me directly at info@hustleonsunday.com. And let's build something pretty together. So everyone, today I'm so excited to have Rachel Strader with us. She is the founder of Boss Hair Studio. She's also a magnificent hairstylist. Rachel, tell us a little bit about Boss Hair Studio. What do you want us to know about you and your background and your business?
Thank you so much for having me. I am Rachel Strader from Pittsburgh. I am a natural hair care stylist, and I've been at it for about 20 years. A mom, wife, boss
Yeah,
overall. And
yeah.
Boss Hair Studio is a sacred beauty and wellness studio. And we offer everything from natural hair care to locks. We specialize in painless braiding. A lot of people don't hear that often, but the painless braiding is a game changer. We also have sacred spaces for wellness and for healing. I really focus on empowering women and wellness, literally just a healing hug. Some people might literally, I need to make an appointment,
Yeah.
and it could be just that one-on-one time. It could be a pick me up because I don't feel that pretty. There's clients who suffer from alopecia and they don't want a salon full of people. So just having those spaces. We even have Muslim women who aren't able to unveil in front of like males. So it's different. It's something that I feel like the city needs and the girlies deserve.
That's so awesome. So you provide a space for trauma too, I heard through the grapevine. Somebody told me that within your salon, you also offer like a safe haven for like battered women or women that might be going through a traumatic experience. Alopecia is definitely
Yeah.
one, and not being able to unveil as a Muslim woman is one, but you also you take trauma and turn it into beauty. Can you tell me a
Yes.
little bit about how you do that?
Yes. We also, in addition to that, we have massage therapy, yoni steaming, things
Nice.
like that, that will pretty much work from the inside out. It's not
Yeah.
just the exterior beauty.
I love it. I love it. So I could come and get my hair locked. I could get a massage and then get a little bit of encouragement, motivation, and prayer on my way out the door.
Yes,
I
for
love it.
sure.
I love it. So you're building not only a beauty brand through Boss Hair Studio, but you're also building women up, Rachel, which is one of the reasons
Yes.
why I really wanted you to be a part of this I mean, you're gorgeous, but I also wanted you to be a part of this to share that aspect of like what you do. And I know that this is particularly to talk about the not so pretty sides of entrepreneurship, and so that to me was some of the beauty of what you do. But do you mind, like, if we start to dig into some unveiling some of the ugly truths that you've experienced over the last 20 years being an entrepreneur, basically? To how have you survived it, and what has been some of the challenges that you have run into? And I know you've had many over the 20 years, so just maybe the ones that stick out the most for you in terms of if I could do that over again, or I had to learn the hard way this. Tell me about that stuff.
I really don't know where to start with that. There's so many, it's like a roller coaster, and you have to consistently pivot. And
Yeah.
in terms of how do I keep going, it's literally like just bet on me. Like I know this is my purpose. God handpicked me for this
Mm,
job to do this, and I can't fold. There's no way. So in the beginning, I would say just getting myself through high school, getting myself through my first
yeah.
pregnancy, college. things like that. I braided my behind off. And then, you develop on, I realized like, dang, I could have had my license at 16. I didn't realize
Mhm.
it. I thought it was
Mhm.
a hobby. And then I went to beauty school and I'm like, okay, well, there's that. But I also have 3 children. So it was the support from my husband
Yeah.
and literally just having my back, believing in me. There's a notebook in every room in my house that I literally have goals, dreams, and I just keep going. I would say one of the hardest things is that in the hair industry, it is like a revolving door.
Yeah.
So you can hire 2 stylists today and be on your own tomorrow, but the bills
Yeah.
need paid. I love what I do and I deliver.
Awesome. So Rachel, that was awesome. That was awesome. But when I reflect on your answer, you said some things um, in there that just really struck a chord with me, meaning a lot of stylists aren't customer centric or customer focused, and then they're also not, they don't view themselves as business women. What's up with that?
So for me, I believe in customer service.
Mm-hmm.
I like I don't know, in a sense, I guess a people pleaser.
Yeah.
But regardless if it's a shampoo, I want it to feel like a luxury shampoo. If it's a child, I want every child to remember my name. Like, oh, I want to go to Miss Rachel. Regardless of
Yeah.
what it is, how
Yeah.
big or how small, I really feel like we live in a world of images, and a lot of people just want what they see, regardless of how it feels.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm really really big on flawless, painless, quality, luxury. Those are like some of my favorite words.
I love it. That's a good vocabulary to have as an entrepreneur. And you've actually, just in that little snippet of answering that piece of the question, you've encouraged me because now I'm thinking like, how, if I had to describe my brand, which is Hustle on Sunday in 5 words, right? I love the fact that you're using like words that feel good, words that like I could feel those words as you were saying them.
Right.
So I love that aspect of it. And how what if I was a new hairstylist or there was someone just entering the game, um, they may have the skill of being able to do hair, they may know how to, style really well, but she's new. He's new, right? Because we got the guys too. What advice would you give?
I would teach my class in terms of how would you want to be treated? How would you want someone, your grandmother, like you want quality service. So that
Mhm.
would be my number one nugget for someone new. It would just be don't change. If this is what you want, don't let the world change you. You may have to fire some clients. Don't allow, you have to be authentic to yourself.
Something you said there, we're going to talk about. So it's not always the hairstylist that has to get fired. Sometimes you have to reverse fire people and tell me what determines that for you. You're popular. I mean, I looked on your social media page. You are popping. Okay, people, because you're out, but you're always promoting others too. So like, I can go on your page at any moment and see like community things happening.
Mm-hmm.
You're promoting like your siblings. I see like all kinds of your kids. I mean, your son is phenomenal. Okay,
Thank you. Thank
so
you.
I'm looking, but I could never envision that you would be having to fire a client, but apparently you do. So tell me about that. What does that, how do you know when it's time and what does that look like?
For me, I used to cater to children because of my painless braiding. A lot of people didn't want their kids, edges ripped out, they can't
Mm,
sleep, it's just the discomfort. So I
yeah.
catered to children at first. And then I started to realize either I have to bring my price up to make it profitable, but then the parent wouldn't like that because this is just a little girl.
Yeah.
And, and then you have to determine like, is this worth it? I put in a lot of time here. It could be a client who doesn't want to grow with me. Like, okay, I deserve a raise. It's been 10 years. I added $5 to service and they'll make complaints. Anytime the
Mm.
energy shifts and we're not on the same wave, I'll disconnect. It's not happening.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you
It's
get
your
to a point
time,
where you're
it's your
just,
body. Um,
yes. And your
it's your
energy. I
yeah.
literally,
Mhm.
I love what I do.
Did you go through any seasons over the last 20 years where you felt like this sucks. I don't want
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, there were several times where I felt like, do I even want to do this anymore? Like maybe I should retire early. Sure, it just keeps pulling me back. So
Mm,
it's a God plan. It's really not, this is
yeah,
like divine. It's really not me. I have a baby and it's like, oh, 3 weeks later we're back. Here's the little baby. And I would literally just go back because this is what, and my clients really depend on me.
yeah. Hi. How do you, and you've one in college and you have
Yeah.
a 1 year old, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And
Every
you
age
are
level,
running.
literally. Like my
Um,
daughter's just going into high school. She's a freshman. I have a sophomore. He's also football, and my daughter's a wrestler. I
wow.
have a 5-year-old. She's in kindergarten, and she's
Mhm.
also she wants to do track and wrestling as well. And then a
Oh,
little baby following up.
yeah.
So it's a lot. It's the busiest. I'm probably the busiest person alive.
Do you sleep? When do you sleep?
Maybe like 4 hours,
I'm
four
like,
hours a
when
day.
do you sleep? Because I mean, you still have the administrative pieces of your business. So it's not just about
Right?
styling hair. You got to balance the books, you got to clean, you got
Yes,
to order product, right? And all that kind of.
literally.
What are some of the ugly truths that lie within that line of work that people just kind of skip over? They like all the, the cutesy stuff, but they skip over it.
I think a lot of people get their head wrapped around you have money every day. And it's
Oh,
almost like being a hairstylist is like, oh, you're just like a hustler, like you just got money every day. And I don't think people really look at hair designing or hairstyling as an actual career. Like you said, there's janitorial work, there is the behind the scenes, the books. If my business takes a hit, it's like it's on me.
yeah,
If I get sick, and it's like I'm down, there's no backup.
yeah.
There's nobody to say, "Hey, I got to call." It's like it's on me.
Life is always lifing. So
Yes,
I mean, honestly, give yourself some credit because the last 20 years you have found a way to navigate, husband, kids, running a household, doing all the backdoor stuff that an entrepreneur has to do to keep their business afloat, keeping the lights on kind of stuff.
that.
Um, but honestly, give yourself some credit because you have succeeded at that. You didn't say it was easy one time during this
Yeah, for
conversation,
sure.
nor did you say it was perfect, right? During this
Yeah, but I just
conversation.
didn't quit. I mean, the pandemic 2020 was probably a rough. That was hard for so many people.
Let's
It
talk
was rough.
about that though. I
It
mean,
was rough.
did appointments just drop off when COVID hit? Like
It
what
was
happened?
literally like, okay, so now what? I'm not allowed to work, and there's no like you can't. Who do you call?
Yeah,
You're
Ghostbusters.
the person.
Yeah, like nobody.
Exactly.
I'm kidding.
Yep.
God has always checked in, but it just, yeah.
It hit, but then as 2 weeks turned into 2 years, I looked at it as a reset. And
Hmm.
I was able to, it was actually when I wrote in my journal, I would write and it was just that year was just to recharge, reset. It was powerful because even though I felt like I was losing everything, I reclaimed everything that I lost. So um, restart's not so bad. I was able to develop my hair glory product line during that time.
Wow.
I lost the baby during that time, but I was
Oh,
able to literally just rest, which is still but it was the year of for me.
you are preaching a word to me. I'm going to go way off script. So I was talking to a friend of mine not too long ago, and I can't wait till she sees this interview. She's going to watch them all, but her and I earlier this year had made a pact around the word re. I thought we
Wow.
were the only two. That's why I'm like, you're blowing my mind. I don't want to throw the interview off, our listeners. Thank
It
you,
was
listeners, for being,
literally
for sticking with us through these.
remarkable.
That is huge. That is like, you said, you spoke a word to me. We're going to talk offline. But anyway,
Okay.
anything else you want to share about yourself, about Boss Hair Studio, advice? We'll wrap up, but I'm blown away. It's never enough time. Like I'm doing these interviews, Rachel, and
Yeah.
I could sit and talk to these beautiful ladies, you being one of them all day. Like I need like 8 hours, like to sit and like
Yeah.
really talk to you guys and like get the full breadth of your stories and like you hit the nerve
It's
with that
really
read.
hard, to be able to get up and put on a smile because you know that your divine purpose is to make someone else feel amazing.
Wow.
And there's so many times where you're literally empty. You're running on fumes, you're depleted. Just my last few words is just, if all else fails, show up for yourself.
Yeah. What do you do? How do you show up?
Well, I don't really have a routine. I know what I have to do. I
Mhm.
have my daily to-do list, but I really just, I have to, when I say God, when I start my day and it's just like with a grateful heart, and you just know the story's already written. You
Ah,
already know what
whew.
you have to do. You can write the to-do list. You don't know what the day's going to bring because, like I said, the story's written, but the show must go on. And I really do feel like God lights the path. You just got to take the steps.
Unreal how your resilience is remarkable. I'm like, can I borrow some of that? Like, just pour some on me, just a little, just give me like a little
Yeah.
bit out as
That
he
was
like,
actually one of my rewords as well, resilience, because you really have to, we're going to be knocked down all through life. You really, if you can just get up.
yeah, yeah. Because it's just gonna keep, I mean, to your point, the story's already written, right? We're just actors and actresses
Yep.
within, God's economy. And the fact that you keep getting up in spite of, really speaks to your success, um, and your ability to just be that boss. I love
Yeah,
it.
I'm
I love it.
typically not like a boss person. Like I consult with my husband about everything. I call my sisters 5 times before I make a decision. And I really like second guess a lot. But I really do feel like when you just got that purpose, there's, who would have thought the 17-year-old girl from the hood, would be that resilient person. But it was just like it's just in me, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's a beautiful thing to watch. I'm telling you, I'm one of the people, I used to be one of your clients and I miss you tremendously. I'm
Yeah.
so happy to be reconnected with you because I will tell the audience who's listening, I got my hair locked before you start doing locks per se.
Yeah.
And even then, you were such an inspiration to me, years ago. And now, fast forward through COVID, through all these things, life, baby, that have happened. You got your studio and all this stuff, and I'm like, this girl just is like, you just won't quit, won't stop, can't stop, don't stop. I love it. I love it. It's so motivational. And then you're saying
Oh,
there's a theme that's starting to percolate through these interviews that I'm hearing from these pretty entrepreneurs, which is people are saying the same thing. Like we're speaking entrepreneur ease, where they're telling me there are times where it's bleak, there are times when it's dark, there are times where you second guess, you don't know, but you just keep something just keeps you going. But you said it, it's that divine purpose. You cannot
yeah.
run from your purpose. You cannot run. That's
Can't.
why Hustle on Sunday exists, to help people realize that purpose. I want small business to be accessible to everybody who wants one. Do you ever think about writing a book, Rachel? You have some good.
Yeah.
You do? You do think about that? I was just asking. I
Yeah,
had
because
no clue.
I start and stop this book. I've been going up and down with this book
Oh
of how I want
man.
to deliver, what I want to share, and my kids, my marriage, my hair salon.
Yeah.
Those are the things that I really wanted to kind of tap into in my book.
I call them the core pillars. So those are like
Mhm.
those are like your core pillars in your life, right? And everything that you do around your life encompasses family, business, God, and I don't know what order, I'm not putting it in any particular order.
Right.
Those are your guiding principles that you live by.
Yes.
And I love that because not everybody has guiding principles. There are so many people are out here just winging it as entrepreneurs. So for all the viewers out there who are entrepreneurs, be it, an aspiring stylist or, doing, HVAC work, I don't know.
It could be whatever.
Regardless, you
Yeah.
got to have guiding principles. You can't just be an entrepreneur with no framework, no purpose, no vision,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Anything else you
Yeah.
want to share with us, or is there anything, boss, having any sales or anything?
Well, we'll be planning our grand opening. So
Okay.
I do actually plan to have and I don't know what God will turn it into, but I would like to have just like community day or a ribbon cut type of event to celebrate my
I love it.
accomplishment.
Okay. So what? He never leaves or forsakes us. At the end of the day, he's expanded your territory, right?
Yes.
So
Oh.
Yeah, your territory has now been expanded, but with that, we always pray for, because when you have a bigger territory, you need to have bigger protection. So
Yes.
I will keep you in my thoughts and my prayers around, keeping you safe from harm, hurt, evil, sickness as you move into this expanded territory. I'm so
Thank
proud of
you.
you, and thank
Thank
you,
you.
Rachel. Tell the family I said hi. Thank you so much.
I will. Yes. Take care.
Bye-bye. So, as we close today's conversation, remember entrepreneurship isn't always pretty, but it is always worth it. That courage to keep going, the sisterhood we're building, oh, and the businesses we've created are living proof that when women collide with their God given purposes and we come together, we're completely unstoppable. So, thank you for joining me on Pretty Entrepreneurs. For more unfiltered stories, resources, or if you yourself are ready to share your own journey, visit the link on your screen to learn more about becoming part of the Pretty Entrepreneurship series. Behind every successful business lies a story of hustle, heart, and sisterhood. We'll see you next time.